Right, hey, what's up guys, it's Weston here. So today I've got a review for you of the Linde portable headphone amplifier and splitter. So it does two jobs. So first off, I'm just going to show you what you actually get in the box because I didn't do an unboxing. So first off, you just get a little leaflet just showing you, not about the product itself, just a couple of products that Linde sell. The next one is the USB charging cable, pretty standard, it's just a micro USB to USB 2.0. And then finally you get your cable to connect to your device, which is just a standard 3.5 to 3.5mm jack. And that's pretty much it. So to the headphone amp, I'll start with the aesthetics. So you can see it's got this really nice sort of circular brushed finish to the front, which I quite like. Around the sides, the bottom, you can see is finished in a really nice high gloss white plastic. Again, quite nice looking, just your logo there and a few icons showing you what your connections do. Speaking of connections, you actually get two headphone outputs because this is a headphone amp and splitter. And then you've got your connection for your device. Got your charging port right there. But what I noticed is there's no power on this. There's no power switch. So that led me to think, how do I turn it on? Well, I'll just show you how to do that now. So you grab your 3.5mm connection and you place it in the input. You grab your phone and connect it like so. And then you get a little blue notification to tell you that it is actually powered. And then to turn it off, you simply disconnect from your phone and then just disconnect from that, and you can see now the LED has gone off. So that's how you turn it on and off. It's a bit weird, but it just keeps it much smoother around the edges, so you've not got no switches on it, which is pretty nice. Now, like I said, you've got your splitter there. The splitter function works perfectly fine. I've run two sets of headphones off this, no problem whatsoever. The input connection is fine as well. I mean, I've just demonstrated it working, as is the USB. All works perfectly fine. Now to its main function of an actual amplifier. So I did two tests with these, with two different headphones at two different sort of ohms. Now one is a 47 ohm, which is the Audio Technica, which you can just see at the back there, and the other is a 16 ohm headphone, which I've not reviewed yet, but that will be coming soon. So my impressions from this testing it is, I tested it on my Nexus 5, which you've just seen, and at 70% volume, because it was just sort of nice at 70%. It wasn't too loud and it wasn't too quiet, it was just sort of the perfect balance. So the headphone amp itself, it performed reasonable. I noticed a slight increase in volume, which I was expecting a little bit more out of it actually. I was expecting it to perform better, and that was both on the 16 ohm and the 47 ohm headphones. So it does its job, but just not amazingly. It's adequate at its job. Like I said, the headphone splitter function works perfect, so you can run two headphones off of this with ease. But yeah, I'm just a little bit disappointed. I mean, the bass frequency improved a little bit. The midsection and the highs remained just as it was. It just increased in volume a little bit. But other than that, it wasn't really as good as I expected it to be. But anyway, so I haven't mentioned already, I'll put a list of all the specifications down in the description because there is quite a few specifications and technical details for this. So you can see all that down in the description. One of those I'd like to pick up on, and that is the battery life. Now it is only a small device. I mean, it is really small. I mean, that's it in my hand. And it's got a 120 mAh battery in it with a quoted battery life of 12 hours. So I thought, oh, I'll make sure that that's right. So I run a little test and you can see on screen now my results. So I started off taking photo hours, it's still working fine. 11 hours, again, still working. And way past 12 hours as well. And actually it still carried on going. And I believe that's because I only had it on at 70%. So you do actually get your quoted battery life out of this, which is quite impressive actually. So if you're on the go a lot and you're worried about it's going to run out of battery, well, I think you wouldn't have to worry with this. I mean, you get 12 hours continuous playback. I mean, I literally killed the battery on my phone doing it, but it worked perfectly fine. Right guys, so that is pretty much it for this review. If you have any questions, please drop me a comment down below. Thank you so much for taking your time out to watch. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And if you want, you can show your support by subscribing to my channel. There's a little annotation on screen that you can click, and it'll just really be helping me out. I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to, but it would really be appreciated if you could subscribe. Right guys, so that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching again, and I'll see you on the next one.